Having broken through the Watcher's ambush, Connacht and his company of soldiers fled to the north, Balal's deathless army in close pursuit. The soldiers marched solid for 3 days, trying to distance themselves from the army of the dead, who knew no sleep. Through the march, Connacht wore a grim expression. He knew of only one way the Watcher could have learned the location of his troops. They had been betrayed, but he did not know by who. After many days of trudging through the boggy marsh, they finally lost sight of Balal's army. The marshlands abruptly changed to rugged hills and mountains. They had reached the border of the Trow Empire. After scaling a short mountain range, the Trow temple complex of Dizeron lay below them. It was comparable to the temple complex at Avernus, massive structures built out of the blackened mountainside. Minarets of solid iron reached to the sky in praise of their god Nyx. But that was where the similarity ended. Unlike Avernus, this complex looked all but deserted. Having no ogre slaves to upkeep their temples, they had fallen into rusted ruination. Dozens of Trow could be seen in the temples, but not a single one of them wore their impenetrable iron armor or massive hammers. Damas's sharp eyes noticed a rank of soulless hovering above the temple walls. Since the Trow had no mastery of necromancy, Moagim was obviously using Dizeron as a staging area for his troops. Connacht had yet to use the SunHammer in battle. Now it was time to see if it was as powerful as the legends claimed, for if it was not, their attack on the Trow homeland would end here.
Now, is it just me? Do you guys get a sense of déjà vu here? Let's review. The Emperor has only given us a small handful of units. We're attacking the Trow, and our strategy revolves around a gimmick weapon. We're in an area with rusty sand, and the wind is howling. Does that remind you of anything? Some previous level? If it does, maybe I just blocked it out of my head. What we're going to do at the start of this mission is have a bit of an impromptu race. We're going to race up to the first Trow temple here. Go! Scrolling back, we see that the dwarf hero has already lost. You guys move over here. We'll notice now that the Heron Guard hero is starting to fall behind. Connacht and the Berserk hero seem to be about the exact same speed, and they are the exact same speed. F1 Connacht looks a little bit ahead, but that's only because of the angle they took towards this temple. So here's the goal of this mission. There are 5 Trow temples, and there's a Trow. And we need to destroy the temples. SunHammer. Well, look at that. The SunHammer has turned this temple into slag, it killed the Trow, and it didn't even injure the units near me. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Now, if you think this mission might be easy because we can just use the SunHammer to destroy everything, not quite. If you look at Connacht, you see he has 5 charges left on his SunHammer. I have to destroy 4 more temples, so it's not going to be as simple as SunHammering every Trow we see. We're going to have to kill them using a new method, which fortunately is not running them around in a circle. I need these things gone for a second. The key to this mission is knowing where the temples are and where the Trow patrols are and where you intersect them. I know there's one that's coming this way, and I want to make sure I see it as soon as possible. If you're not careful with your time compression, since Trow are so fast, you can have one upon you before you even get to turn back to normal speed. Now that they've cast off their iron armor and hammers, Trow are a lot faster than they used to be. However, they have one new, rather glaring weakness. I'm using Connacht instead of a Berserk because the Trow like to go after Connacht more, and I need the Trow to go after Connacht and not my dwarves. So here's the trick. Explosions stun Trow for an obscenely long amount of time. There. You have Connacht get close so that the Trow turns around and tries to attack him. Because if the Trow start running towards your dwarves, the dwarves will throw where the Trow is going to be. Which, if it's this close, they'll throw right on top of themselves and blow you up, which isn't any good. For now, here we go, we're going to go to the next temple. Now, you really have to know where this temple is, because you can see on the minimap, there's no indication that there's anything here. But before I SunHammer it, I have to continue this bullshit with the Trow. There's this little kind of path here, and there's a Trow. Get in position. And you'll see I'm trying to line up my dwarves parallel to the Trow's path, so that when they throw in front of it, it's going to be to a safe area where I don't have any units. Maybe Connacht gets hit a little bit, but I have healing herbs out the ass. Each Heron Guard hero has 8, I think. Whoa, that's a stray. Oh, here's something a little cheeky. Haha. I've lost my sound effect skin. Okay. You'll notice that each Trow kill somehow consists of 4 kills somehow. However, look that this is the Connacht unit with SunHammer. That means it's a brand new Connacht. That means he has his experience wiped yet again. Thanks, Myth 3. You're the best. Where is he? Where is this? I want this Trow. I want this Trow. I want Literator to hurry up and attract the attention of this Trow. Because this bullshit with dwarves isn't very cool. This is a much better way of killing Trow. Haha. Oh no, he's covered in molten iron. No, he's fine. Okay, so whoa, no. Just the dwarves, this way. Goes here, Connacht here. Another Trow temple over here. I'm gonna try something a little bit dangerous. I want to see if I can run in, destroy this Trow temple, and simultaneously kill 2 Trow. There's 2 Trow wandering around here. In case something terrible happens, I want my backup units. So I kind of need to time this right so I can run in, split the D, get Connacht into a position where he can use the SunHammer in time to kill a Trow. Because as you see, the wind-up time on the SunHammer is huge. This looks good. Okay, backup failure plan in place. Okay, I have to use it now. He might get a kick to the face, but that won't be a huge problem. Oh crap, okay, well... Oh, good. Oh no, go here. Okay. Kind of improvising now, this isn't that's the way it's supposed to be going. No, don't come at me! Oh shit. Whoops.
Casualty.
Okay, dwarves, stop doing that. You guys go after it. Connacht can just, like, lop off huge amounts of Trow health. So he got a kick, but 1 heal, he should be fine. I think I saw you were injured. Yeah, that was okay, not the greatest. But now, I want you to watch something. This is going to be cool. These dwarves drop all of their satchels. And we're going to completely ignore them. Because if a dwarf gets kicked by a trow, it's more than likely going to set off the satchels. And the last thing I need is to have all of my dwarves blow up because I let a trow get too close. So I'm going to drop those satchels. Makes it a lot safer for me to have dwarves around. Fourth temple is up here. I absolutely know that there's going to be a trow really close by. Okay, so I lost my one berserk. That's not so bad. If I just take all of my melee and click on a trow, usually you lose 1 or 2 units. You don't often end up with units injured. Okay. Managed to get to the temple. Oh, here he comes. No, he doesn't come. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a unit to go find that guy. That's Literator? Literator. Go find that trow, bring him back to me. Oh, come on. This one might be doing a whole loop of the... Yeah. Guess I didn't need to do that. Okay, it's time compression's good now. Oh crap, that trow is not coming this way. That's not gonna be close enough. Panic time! Okay, let's try this. This is a neat little trick. Whoa, don't go after these guys. I'm gonna try to heal this trow with this Heron Guard. Healing trow freezes them in place a little bit as you're getting healed. Now, the weird thing about trow is that when you try to heal them, it doesn't actually work. They have to be at, like... If your trow is, like, at no health and you heal it, it heals up to about 50%. So healing a trow when it's full does absolutely nothing. It freezes them in place, and that's the thing I was going for there. With that trow frozen in place, my guy's got a few extra hits on him. That might have saved a berserk's life. There's a one coming around back this temple. I don't want him anywhere near me, so let's run. Okay, hopefully... I don't know if that's that trow noticing me. I think that's that trow noticing me. There we go. Here we go. No worries. Got trow to have the I have Connacht to get the trow to circle in place, while everything else kills it. It's kind of the inverse of Bonds of the Ogre. I'm the one running in circles. The last trow temple is over here. There's... Good lord, really? Sometimes it's the path to this temple is entirely clear. It's really bad luck to run into one right now. Where is it going? Does it even know I'm here? What the cry? Oh, yeah. Okay, now it should know I'm here. See, this is the problem with trow levels. I mean, you think they're really cool, but having a mission where you fight nothing but trow just does not work. In Myth 1 and 2, the only ways you could kill trow is with mass melee, and you're going to lose a shit ton of units. And unless you're going to give me a shit ton of units, it doesn't seem to make sense to have to fight trow. You have to end up relying on gimmicks, like having trow be stunned for a stupidly long amount of time, or running them in circles. It's a good idea in theory, it just does not work. I think this method is a little bit more fun than running them around in a circle. I don't know why, but maybe because it doesn't take forever. Without their armor on, the trow have a whole lot less health. But I do believe that was the last one. There might be one more hanging around this temple. No? No, I think I'm safe. Oh, let's be a dick. Where's Literator? Come on, let's go find one more. Let's go find a trout. There's a trout. Okay. And that's how you end a level.
The mighty SunHammer laid low the Trow Temple. Many of the Trow were engulfed by the waves of white-hot iron slag.
I'm really pleased with my run of that level. It's not often you get to show off everything like the healing Trow attack strategy and end up with so few casualties. But take a look at my heroes list. Zurharbra, what the hell are you doing here? The ogre are all dead. The game files list there being 5 ogre on this map for some reason. I don't know where they are. And I don't know who this Zurharbra is or where he got kills before. I've looked at the game films of my previous missions and none of my surviving ogre were named that, so I have no idea why he's here. It's Myth 3. So join me next time when we destroy the Trow's favorite shiny thing.